What's going on, guys? My name is RobDC and I'm here bringing you another commentary with some Battlefield 3 gameplay. Today, I'm be talking about a new series that I've come up with. It's called Battlefield Survival Strategies. And what I'll be doing is basically talking about different strategies in Battlefield that you can utilize to get better in the game. I noticed that a lot of people, lower level people obviously, struggle in the beginning of Battlefield mainly because they don't know how the classes work. It's hard understanding, everything that you need to do as your class. There are certain requirements that, you know, everybody needs to have, well, every class needs, I guess. So I'm here to kind of talk about that. First thing I'll be talking about is the Assault class. So, let's get started. The Assault. The guns that they receive. Assault consists of assault rifles, submachine guns, and shotguns. Basically, in my opinion, the medic, assault medic, needs to be in the front lines. They need to be reviving teammates as well as getting kills. It's also important to know when to revive your teammates and when to throw down health packs, not only for yourself but for your teammates. Don't just Rambo revive. That's something a lot of people do, and I do that as well, and I might even do it on this video. But it's not smart, especially if you end up dying and then you revive your teammates and then they end up dying because it's just frustrating, and then yeah, you can get a lot of hate for that. So be smart. Clear the enemies, then revive your teammates. The only case that I see like Rambo reviving is effective if it's like, let's say for example, one enemy player or two, and there's like four of your teammates on the ground. In that case, yeah, fuck it, go for it. Just fucking bunny hop and then revive your four teammates. And then if you go down, then maybe one of those, four teammates that you revive can take out the other two guys, and then you can get revived back. I noticed that worked a lot, especially if you do it correctly and the situation is the correct one. But yeah, bunny hopping, it's very smart to use. I know some people hate it. I hate it when they use it against me, but it's very effective. And if you're not familiar with bunny hopping, it's basically just jumping around. You run, jump, 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 jump to try and get to a corner, and then it usually works. Usually you see snipers do it, and even if you watch Battlefield Friends, you'll see like, the bunny hopping fucking snipers in the hills just jumping around, hopping, and then nobody could fucking hit them. I mean, so yeah, it's effective though, and it's smart to use it. So I recommend you use it in the, certain situations. Picking up other kits, it's always smart to pick up an enemy kit or even your teammate's kit to revive somebody. You can always tell by what they are wearing or what they look like, what class they have. For example, the medic always has a backpack on and he has a big cross on the backpack. So if you see your buddy go down and then the enemy, it was a medic, and then you take him out, but you're not a medic, pick up the enemy kit, pick it up and then revive your teammate, and then move forward. And it's very effective. It could save a ticket, and I mean, if you're familiar with Battlefield and different game modes like Rush or Conquest, one ticket can make the whole difference. I mean, that's all you need for an MCOM to be planted. One ticket, and then you can get a win from that. So yeah, be very smart about your surroundings, reading the mini-map. Just like in Call of Duty, if you have a weapon and it's not suppressed by suppressor or a silencer or whatever you like to call it, because I know they're different, you'll show up on the minimap, so you could see where they're at. So be smart about it. Look around the map, look at the minimap, see where they're at, and then figure out, okay, is this worth it? Is it not worth it? So that's very helpful, because at times there'll be an MCOM and then you can see your teammates, around there are dying, but you're not sure where the guy is at. So if you look at that on the mini map, you could kind of see a red dot where they might be getting shot from. So you could, you know, kind of figure out where he's at, take out the enemy, and then revive your teammates. Because a lot of the times you won't see the guy, you know. I mean, they could be hiding in the corner, or they could be hiding behind a rock. And especially in Battlefield, because when you're prone between a, like against the wall, your legs will kind of stick out on the other side, or through the wall. So all you will see is like the upper body and his face pretty much. So be very smart about that. Read the minimap, it's very important. Know your surroundings. And you know, more about the surroundings. It's very important to know your surroundings, because in a lot of the maps, there's buildings that, you know, can collapse, and there's like concrete that if shot by a rocket launcher, it'll fall down on top of you and it'll kill you. And I think a great example of that is Grand Bazaar, and maybe I'll show a video of that. Oh, you know, where to shoot rockets so the rubble comes down. And I mean, you can get multi-kills, especially in those alleys where people tend to, you know, cluster together, get clustered. And then you take out you shoot the building, the rubble comes down, and you could get like multis with that. It's really awesome. But, you know, being aware of your surroundings, knowing that, okay, you know what, it might not be smart for fucking 10 people to be sitting right here, because we're gonna get fucking shot down or get killed by the rubble when it comes down. And I mean, a lot of people are smart about that, but yeah, so be smart about your surroundings, read the minimap. Also, you know, medic, assault medic, usually you think about it as just, you know, reviving teammates and healing teammates. But there's another aspect I like to talk about, and that is smoke launchers. So you can attach a smoke launcher grenade into your assault rifle, and that is very, very effective, especially in rush, because sometimes the MCOMs are like in an open area, and you know, the enemy team is just kind of surrounding the MCOM, and if you just run through it, you know, you're very visible, and they're just gonna kill you, and you're not gonna get anywhere. So what you want to do is go to your class, set up, you know, a smoke launcher, and I think it gives you like 6, 7, something around there. And I mean, those things will last for a while, and they could be very, very effective. So I highly recommend, you know, if you're in a match in Rush and you're struggling to get an MCOM, you know, just switch your class real quick. Just get rid of the med kit, or you know, the little kit that you drop. Set up a grenade launcher, a smoke grenade launcher, and you know, just start shooting at him. And then once you see it's very hard to see, then run through it. And you know, a good spec to use is the flak jacket, because you know, if the enemy sees you throwing smoke, most of the time they'll just spam grenades, and if you have the flak jacket, it'll protect you from the grenades. But yeah, you want to be smart about it. You want to use that smoke towards your advantage. You also don't want to use smoke if the bomb's already planted. I noticed a lot of people do that. The bomb gets planted and people are still throwing smoke. That's not helping. That just helps the other team defuse the bomb, because you're basically giving them cover. Once the bomb has been planted, don't fucking throw smoke anymore, you know? It's not necessary. You got the bomb planted, let the smoke be clear, and then, you know, take out the enemy. Don't keep spamming the fucking grenade, smoke grenades. It's not smart. So yeah, this pretty much concludes my first video of, you know, talking about the assault class. That's pretty much it for the assault. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You know, you get kills, you revive your teammates, you heal your teammates. You know, you set up the smoke launcher, grenade launcher, you know, to revive your team. I mean, sorry, to you know, cover the MCOM so you could plant it, etc. But yeah, next one I will probably do engineer. The reason I wanted to start with assault is because it seems to be the most popular one. Engineer is probably the second one, and then I'll probably do support, and then I'll do recon, and then I'll get into different scenarios that you encounter in Battlefield. For example, what to do if, you know, if your team is struggling getting an MCOM planted. Because, you know, I've experienced this where, you know, if my team is not doing what I want it to do, then I'll just do it myself. And all you really, and even though it's very tough, one person can just come in and get an MCOM planted and for the team to win. So don't think it's impossible. It's very hard, but you know, you could do it. So yeah, I'll talk about different scenarios that people can encounter in Battlefield, and so it should be a lot of fun. And a lot of these tips should be, you know, be transferable to Battlefield 4 because the classes will be changing a lot. The gameplay was pretty good, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. I ended up going 20-4, even though I got revived like a bunch of times. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Have a good one. Subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you guys next time. I guess talk to you next time. Yeah, bye.